All right, welcome back to All Access Live at E3. You can see over there the PlayStation press conference. We'll be getting to that in about an hour and a half for Sony's PlayStation 4 announcements. So right now we're back here to give you another world debut exclusively on Spike. It's called Lucky's Tale, and it's being developed by the co-creator of Words with Friends. That's right, unexpected, exclusively for the Oculus Rift. Please welcome the CEO and founder of Playful Corp, Paul Bettner. Paul, it's great to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
Show off a new game, Oculus Rift. Palmer was here earlier. Now you've got this new game. Wow, we got a logo for it here. Lucky's Tale. Is this Lucky on your shirt here?
This is Lucky, yeah.
Okay, so this has been. I haven't seen this because it's in his world, but we're going to put up the footage. But this has been described to me. Sounds so cool, as a platformer, but seen through the Oculus Rift.
That's right. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit counterintuitive. I think when people think about virtual reality,
right,
they kind of think about first-person experiences, right? And we're trying something a little different here. There's Lucky.
Oh, there's Lucky. Oh my God. Okay,
and
cool.
you can just kind of lean in there. He'll wave at you, play around. It's a pretty phenomenal experience. I think one of the best ways to play a platformer that you've ever seen.
So tell me, I mean, this is, looks like a typical sort of platformer in some ways.
Yep.
How is this better or more immersive with Oculus Rift?
Well, it's just incredible. I mean, as you can see, as he's moving around the world, he can really just kind of lean in, look around.
Right.
If, it takes these things that we've gotten used to in platformers, like, for instance, secrets. You can just kind of lean in. Oh, look, there's a cave over there, and you just kind of find your way over there. And it's a pretty amazing experience when you're playing it. And you think, oh, this is a regular platform, and then all of a sudden you look up and you realize, oh, I can look across the whole level just stretching out.
So it's sort of like that right stick that you were always using for camera control sometimes.
It's gone.
Platformers,
It's just
now you're just using your head to kind of look around and look through the world.
Yep.
Interesting. And also doing it in third person versus first. That to me is, I haven't seen a lot of games that are third person on Oculus Rift. So that's, was that always the direction you were going, or did you experiment with first person?
No, we've been working with the Oculus guys now for about a year. We tried a whole lot of different prototypes. We really didn't expect this. This kind of came out of nowhere. And the first time we saw it, though, we kind of built a little prototype with just these capsules running around, and it just shocked us. It was like, oh my gosh, who would have thought this works? But it's actually really great in virtual reality.
So tell me about the gameplay. Obviously, there's typical running, jumping, question blocks, or whatever you call them in your world. Some enemies here, it looks like. What is the type of gameplay that we're going to see as we go through Lucky's Tale?
What you'll see is, as you mentioned, a lot of your kind of normal platforming stuff, but you'll also see stuff that is kind of you can only experience in virtual reality.
Right.
So there's a lot of these moments where things are kind of up and around you, and you kind of can look and gauge distances and kind of really find your way through the world because the character's there, but you're here, and you're kind of this. You kind of cooperate with him. It's not. It's not. It's almost wrong to call it a third person game because really you feel when you're playing it like you're there inside the world with Lucky, and you're kind of cooperating together to play.
Wow,
it's a pretty great experience.
That's amazing. I mean, it's really it's cool to see the visuals of this and return to sort of the classic platformer roots. Is this inspired by any platform games that you loved over the years?
Yeah, I mean, it's inspired by all our platform games. We all kind of think back on these platformers that we've played over the years when we were kids, and we have these nostalgic feelings.
Right.
And this game brings that nostalgia back. Because when you're sitting there and as a kid, you feel like you're inside the game, but you're never really inside the game.
Right.
This actually puts you inside the game, and this is one of those moments I was talking about where this is kind of made for VR gameplay. Yeah, you just kind of look around and Lucky will throw it wherever you're pointing.
Wow, so this game is going to be made just for Oculus, right?
Yeah, it's designed exclusively for the Rift.
Exclusively for the Rift. All right, well, it's very cool. Thanks for the debut of Lucky's Tale. This will be playable at E3 if people want to go and heads on and see it.
Yeah, right at the Oculus booth.
Well, Paul, it's very different than Words with Friends, which is the kind of game I would love to play, and it's cool. I've never seen a 3D platformer like this on the Rift, so great innovation. We look forward to hearing more about this thing. Thanks very much, Paul. We've got a lot more, but right now we're going to head on over to my man, Daniel Kaiser. Daniel?
All right, thanks so much. Thanks so much, Jeff. Now, in the crew, you'll be able to race and off-road in a huge